only take 2 minutes, don't worry. And there's always two sides to every story. Currently we see huge emphasis on the failings of social care for the elderly people. We knew we had ageing population 30 years ago, but we also have another side of social care, children in need of a future. Social care activity designed to help can become very unhelpful. Kinship carers are described as the preferred resource when there is a need to place a child away from birth parents. But are we sure we can ask an 80-year-old grandparent with no spare bedroom to take the child? We may set out with good intentions, but we need a reality check once in a while. The more things change, the more they stay the same. In 1954, Great Britain ended meat rationing as a result of supply difficulties over the Second World War. In 2017, we have a chronic increase in food banks. As adults, we can make choices of our own children. Children in need of care have no choice. Do aunties, uncles, siblings or grandparents really have to resort to food banks to feed the children in their care? Or sleep in a chair while the kid uses the bed? Do we turn kids away or work together to create a joined-up, robust system with fresh thinking? We need to be ambitious when resources are scarce, because that is where our best initiatives come from. From the threats of the Second World War, dogged determination created radar, the microwave, penicillin, to name a few. We take them for granted now. What can these kids take for granted when they're under threat? There are kinship carers in every ward of every borough council. Where is this recognised in carer services? We must embrace the challenges we face in collaboration and partnership, not to take children at midnight in the closed days stand up in. I'll see the rest.
Cheers, Charlie. Whereabouts are we? There are kinship carers in every ward in every borough council. And where is it recognised in kinship carers? We must embrace the challenges in collaboration and partnership, and not take children, at midnight in a dirty pair of pyjamas or the clothes they stand up in, to a household that has no spare clothes or beds. The more we try and escape the one-size-fits-all, like-it-all approach, the more we seem glued to it. We need a range of organisations working in unison to respond to emergency situations quickly. Children absolutely need to see this happen for them. Service delivery should also be about a continuous cycle of improvement geared to the well-being and the future of the children who cannot stay with their parents. We simply cannot continue to leave the wide gaps in service provision because the paperwork comes first. Regardless of political agendas, the focus should be on young people and how we wrap a safety blanket around them to improve their security and build new skills to adapt to their new situation. We should be preventing crisis, not shoving kinship carers into crisis before they're even allowed to be supported. We should be enabling young people to build skills and pursue satisfying lives, not driving them to mental health disorders, drug and alcohol abuse, homelessness, or the youth justice system, because the children have been foiled by a succession of adults who claim to know what's best for them, or making promises that they don't keep. As said, there are two sides to every story, and these are scary times. As kinship carers, we are scared. As kinship carers, we wonder how we want to provide a future that we didn't predict or plan for in our own aspirations or career or retirement disrupted. We want to do our best for these children, but goodwill is over-relied on to the point where carers are reducing their own life expectancy due to the stress and the care and responsibilities we take on. We are not the first, and assuredly we are not the last. Unless we configure a more robust system soon, our replacements will be sitting here on this stage 30 years hence asking why on earth didn't we do something now.
without me.
Well, maybe I can now. Right. Because that was the diplomatic view, and that's what we sat around the table. All right. I've just wrote something out here that I just want to read out, and then off we'll go for lunch. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, good, good. Bear with me and just let me paint a picture in your minds. This is what happens a lot of the time when these children are removed from the birth parents. The police, along with social services, come banging on the door. Could be daytime, could be night, could be any time. There will be lots of commotion in the house. There'll be screaming, shouting, crying. But no matter what, the child services are here to remove the children, even using force if they have to. And rightly so. If the children are in danger, they have to be removed away from that danger. And you will get no arguments from us there. But now children's services are left with children in their care. And that's a big problem for them. So what do we do with these kids now? Are these children going to be the lucky ones and go into foster care? My God, listen to me. Did I just say lucky? Lucky to be going into foster care? Well, yes. Because if you think of the alternative, kinship care, they are the lucky ones. They're going to be financially supported all their young lives until they are classed as adults at the age of 18 years by the local authority. That finance ensures that the children are kept warm in the winter. The children can eat the right food on a regular basis. Who knows, they might even get meat on a Sunday dinner. They can be clothed properly. They can even afford school uniforms, even though the school want their must-have logos on them. Yeah. They even get paid a holiday. They get, as Ellen says, they get double money on the birthday, they get double money at Christmas, and they get double money at the start of the 6 weeks holiday. So in my mind, they are lucky. They have gone into the care system, but they've gone into the lucky queue. All in all, they are given every chance to succeed in life, and good luck to them too. But as children in care, they did get put into the lucky queue. But now we have a problem. We can't, as a local authority, finance all these children going into care. There are approximately up to 6,000 here in Teesside. So here's what we'll do. We'll put them in the unlucky queue, in the kinship care queue. We'll find nanas, granddads, aunties, uncles, brothers, sisters. In fact, we'll find any family member will do. We will place the children with them, promise to support them, give them an odd discretionary payment now and again, and let them bond with the children. We'll go back a couple of weeks later and ask if they are coping okay, or would they like the children to go into the care system. Most kinship carers are compassionate people and choose to keep the children in their care. The discretionary payments go on for a further few months and then they stop. Wow, nothing, no, zero, zilch. Get on with it now. You have just made a family arrangement without even knowing it. That was the wrong thing in court. That's what they do, Ellen. You've just made that arrangement and you didn't even know it. The children are in your care. It's nothing to do with us anymore. Now you suddenly realise it. Yep, the children were put in the unlucky queue. And now you spend all the money you've saved for your old age, even put your house up for sale if you have to, and within 6 or 7 months or so, it's all gone. You are now officially plunged into poverty, along with the children in your care. Now you can't heat your house. You can't heat your house in the winter. You can't feed the children properly, the right diet. You're certainly not getting a holiday ever again. And it's our children that get sent home from school when you hear it on the news. And that's because we can't afford the correct uniform. But what to do now, Charlie? Where do we go from here? I know, we'll approach the people in the very privileged positions in local government. For example, Mayor Budd. We attended the hustings. Mayor Budd said at the hustings in the Mary Centre,
Yes, of course, I will do everything in my power to help kinship carers and their children if I'm elected mayor. Dave Budd was elected mayor. But he has chosen to ignore all our emails, all correspondence, and has never been in touch with us since, or done anything to help since being elected. There's no joy there then. What do we do now, Charlie? Well, we'll go to see Tony Parkinson. Maybe he will help. Yes, said Mr. Parkinson. Of course we can help. We'll sort something out, he told Charlie and I. Leave it with me. After a period of months, it turned out he couldn't help us. What do we do now, Charlie? We'll go and see our MP, Andy MacDonald, and ask him to bring it up in Parliament. I think that was 2.5 years ago now when we did that. No question has been brought up in Parliament, and there's been no updates from our MP, Andy MacDonald, and we've never heard from him since. I did notice when Andy MacDonald was up for re-election, there was a picture of him with a group of Kinship Carers saying, "I back Middlesbrough Kinship Carers." He's never been near us since, so, but whatever. What now, Charlie? Because we're getting desperate and we're having to use food banks to feed the kids. We'll write to David Cameron, the then Prime Minister, and that will explain that we're in dire needs of help. Mr. Cameron's office promptly wrote back saying, "Your local government's budget contains provision for kinship carers. Go back to them and demand they help your kinship carers." We've done that, but still nothing has been done by this local government, apart from a child scrutiny panel. Somebody brought the scrutiny panel up earlier on. At one of the sessions in the scrutiny panel, we had councillors from Leeds attending, and our councillors told them that Middlesbrough Council were going to lead the field in the United Kingdom in their quest to help kinship carers. That was 7 months ago now, and there's no sign of Middlesbrough councillors, or sorry, the majority of Middlesbrough councillors doing anything at all to help. They did come out with recommendations, that's what they came out with, let alone lead the UK. Our kinship children are looked upon like street children of Brazil, who live from whatever they can salvage from the rubbish dump. Maybe these kids stood in an even unluckier queue than ours. These Brazilian kids are here now. They live in Teesside. Right now, they are called kinship children. They live off their wits. They are fed by food bank. They are clothed from charity shops. They will soon turn to drugs, crime, alcohol, and suffer mental health problems. Then it will even cost the government more money to put them problems right. And that's just because we, and when I say we, I mean everybody, didn't do something to help now. We didn't stand up now. At this moment in time, there isn't one single organisation or professional body on Teesside designed to help kinship carers. Grandparents Plus are in London and they do. But not one single organisation as Middlesbrough Council or this local government put on Teesside for us to go and turn to. Do you know that every councillor on Teesside in every ward has kinship carers on the patch? There's thousands now. And many of these councillors phone us up and they send their carers to our voluntary group to get support and help from us. But never do they support our group. Something is badly wrong here on Teesside. It seems like the whole local government is against helping kinship carers and their children. And maybe they should all be hanging their heads in shame. And if they avert their gaze away from these second-class people, they might just go away. Or they could just get off their backsides and do what Scotland have done. They treat all their carers and all their children exactly the same as each other, no matter what queue they got into. The Welsh Assembly is in talks to copy Scotland's view of it, and so is the Irish government. So why is it, whenever there's a crisis involving children anywhere in the world, the British government is the first to offer aid and help? You know, doesn't Theresa May know there is a crisis happening right here, right now, on British soil? So please, Prime Minister, send kinship carers in Teesside some of this aid, because our local government is coming last in the UK and doesn't help kinship carers in any way, shape or form. Again, I say hang your heads in shame. But please be aware, we will never, ever, ever stop this fight to get our children a fair deal. With the help of Grandparents Plus and the Unite Union, hopefully we'll be able to bring all the carers in the UK together. And then we can shout a lot louder and our voices will be heard. And I say God bless all the children in the world, and thank you everybody for listening to me. Thank you so much. And it's so true about working together.